Can you all hear me?
You all hear me?
Um, let me just use add another audio. Yeah. Okay, so can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. Okay, can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Okay, it seems my mic was muted. So sorry about that. So sorry about that. I was getting the feedback, but the output wasn't going through. So even now, I've actually added like two audio channels. I just hope that I just hope that it's actually worth it. Let me delete this other second one. Uh yeah, because I already have an output. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So sorry about that. So sorry. Apologies for that. So let's start with today's section. Let's start with today's section. I was able to figure out how to share my screen while being live. There is a difference between when you can share your phone screen. That I'm talking about phone screen. When you can cast your phone screen to your laptop screen, and it's going to be a full view. I may not be able to have a concrete feedback on how it's going to be like when I am live. It may probably stop every other activity that is going on my PC. So, but I had to figure it out. It did not work the last time. So, it's the same application I'm using, the same application. It didn't just work the last time. So, I had to uninstall and reinstall it back so that it would be figured out. So, today we are actually talking about, before we start, please let me know where you're watching from. We're talking about the companies that you can apply to, that you can start applying to, and what kind of requirements do they need? What kind of requirements do they need? And I'm going to kind of keep in my honest view of applying to these companies. The actual realities that comes forth when you apply to these companies, right? So I want to give you my honest opinion about it. So let's even get onto it. Let's even get onto it. I will talk a bit before I start sharing my phone screen, because the reason why I want to share my phone screen is for me to show you, or like I'm going to go to Zoom and share my screen, and you all will see how I share my screen, right? On Zoom. Like you're going to see everything that I'm doing on my phone, right? Which other thing again? It's going to I'll probably even thank you very much for do Lagos. Adeni Adetola, thank you. I hope more people joins while we are on this live stream. I hope more people join. I hope more people joins. All right. So let's quickly get on it. 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 So sooner or later we'll be seeing a whole lot. We'll be seeing a whole lot, right? So you can see that that's my screen that I'm sharing. So I would be, before I go on to show us like actually joining an actual Zoom class or Google Meet class, even from Kiwi browser. For those that are going to be using their phone, I'm going to be having a touch on it. Please note that on Thursday we are also going to continue with our tools training, where I will now show how to create Google Forms. Last time I was able to show how to use AI to create Google Forms, to create Kahoot, how to use AI to create worksheets, images, summaries of your topic, whatsoever they are teaching your students for that day. Then I've also been getting feedback about how to prepare for the class. Just give me a quick summary note on how to go about it and all of that, which I've been doing. Then I also promised a video on how to use Canva, like a separate video, because if I'm to talk about how to use Canva on a Thursday live stream, it's going to take the entire live stream. So I'll prefer to make it an actual video so that I would be able to fully explain it in a well detailed video. So let's quickly get on to what we have right away. Let's quickly get on to what we have right away. All right, take note that you all are welcome, and I would start listing some essential platforms for online teaching. Some essential platforms for online teaching. Some essential platforms for online teaching. I may need to share my OneNote so that I'm going to write it right on the screen, because my pronunciation may not necessarily match up with what you actually hear, as it is a live stream, right? So I'll prefer everybody understand exactly what I'm saying per time, so that they know exactly what they are doing per time, where they are applying to, and the rest of it. So I wish everybody good luck in the application, as I'm sure you all have been practicing resources. Now, it does not mean that if you don't start applying right now that you are going to you will be late to the party. Of course not. You can still what get things done regardless. You can still get things done regardless. That's just the truth. You can still get things done regardless of whatsoever that that we're doing right now. You can still get things done, right? So right now, I will just go straight and talk about the online teaching platforms, online teaching platforms. I'll be writing. So as well as going to the websites, right? So let's pay attention. Let's pay attention. Let's pay attention. Let's pay attention. I want to know if everybody can see my screen. I want to know if everybody can see my screen. So let me know. Give me feedback if you can see my screen already. Nasarawa, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Christiana. Onwuchekwa from Nasarawa, welcome. Nico from Port Harcourt, welcome. You all are greatly valued on this live stream. I do not take your participation for granted. I know there are a whole lot of people that when they gain value from this video or from this live, whenever they gain value, they actually share. And that's where I actually benefit. That's the sure, literally that's the main benefit I have from doing this live is when you share and you subscribe and you like, you show me support. So if you are yet to subscribe to this channel and you've been watching, you've been gaining value, best way to support me is to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and give a good comment even after the live. Like after the live, probably you are rewatching the video, give a good comment. Another one is to share. Because even after you, of course, when you like the video, YouTube suggest it to other teachers or to other educators that need to see this. Aside from that, when you share directly, it also makes people go and view what we are doing. And note that all of these live streams are added to a playlist. So I think it's always preferred instead of just sharing a particular live stream, you can share the entire playlist. We have two playlists. We have the one of Thursday and we have the one of Saturday. So you can easily get the Thursday playlist just on my channel. You go to channel, you go to playlist, it's right there. And if you're on the WhatsApp group, it's right in the group description. If you want to check for the link to the playlist for each of the series, just in case you missed out on the previous one, just right from the description, you can easily get to the playlist of both Saturdays and Thursdays. They are distinctively separated. So let's quickly get started. The first company I applied to, does it mean that all of these companies I'm going to mention here, probably did I apply to all of them? Of course not. I did not apply to all of them, but I can tell you for sure that for sure that the ones I applied to, I was able to get response from them, right? I was able to get response from them. I'm seeing something. Let's not get distracted. Of course, some people are still responding to the ChatGPT subscription. That's ChatGPT subscription on the WhatsApp group is to just make things much easier for us so that we can start having monthly access to ChatGPT and it's going to improve our creation skill. We are going to eventually still, aside from using ChatGPT to teach, when I start maybe after the online teaching series, when I start another series on how to create a unique product to sell, our unique product, of course, one needs to understand sales and marketing well enough or understand where to publish their product to be able to sell. Because aside from online teaching, there are other ways to make money. So the first website I ever applied for was Tutoria. Tutoria was the first website. Let me take in this a bit. It was Tutoria. Tutoria was the first. Let me make it quite thick. Tutoria was the first website that I ever that I ever taught with. Tuteria was the first website that I ever taught with, right? Tuteria Nigeria. This company, they have their main office in Lagos. But you don't necessarily need to get to their office in Lagos before you apply. You can just apply on their platform. When you apply on their platform, find a way to get into their Telegram channel. That's where they actually drop a whole lot of useful tools. So I would even like to go to the website. But before I do, before we start going to the website one by one, I would like to distinguishly separate that these ones I'm mentioning now are the ones that pay in naira. They pay in naira, not in dollars, not in foreign currencies. Tuteria was the first I applied to, and my experience with them, quite a great experience, but I'm going to come back to it when we start going to it. So I've applied to tutorial before. I've applied to teach Nigeria or teach the NG. Yeah, so they call them teach Nigeria. Like that is teach Nigeria. So these ones they pay in naira. They pay in naira. They pay in naira. So it means they actually accept Nigerian tutors. They actually accept Nigerian tutors. Tutorial is for both online and physical. So you can have both online classes and physical classes. Physical class based on your location and online classes. But I am sure they are much more focused on physical classes. But I know gradually they will transition fully into online, having more of online classes. Teach is online, precisely online. Then I also have high prep here. High prep online. High prep online is the third one. High prep online is the third one. High prep online is the third one. So we have high prep online. Then we have prep class. We have prep class. We have prep class. All of these they pay in naira. We have prep class. We have um we have sabi teach. Sabi teach. We have sabi teach. We have sabi teach. We have ECR Academy. ECR Academy. So you see, there are a whole lot of these websites that you can start applying for. What I will do is I will show you if you are going to apply via email, I will show you a template that I used to apply to some of these companies. Well, if I'm to apply to more companies again, there are some things I would need to improve on. I'm going to mention that in this video. Please ensure that you are following what I'm saying I'm going to mention and always put me in track. Keep writing down. So whenever it seems like I'm kind of concluding and I've not said anything, you can draw my attention to it. If the time is probably up by then, we can now shift the stream to another day. But hopefully, I'll be able to finish the whole of this segment in today's stream. So we have tutor.ng, we have tutor.ng, we have edusir, edusir Nigeria, Nigeria. We have Learn HQ. We have Learn HQ. Okay, this Learn HQ is together, is not separate. Learn HQ, yeah, .ng. We have Tutor Now Africa and Tutor Pro Africa. Tutor Now Africa, Tutor Pro Africa. We also have probably there are a lot. Okay, but I'll soon finish that. So you just have enough list to apply. Note that you may not finish all the application in one day. You can apply to one per day, two per day, three per day, four per day, five per day, depending on how depending on your availability. Maybe you are in the classroom, you are very busy. But now that you are in this August, you can utilize this August to start applying to companies. Gradually, you improve over time. You improve over time. You don't need to always wait. Ensure that you keep practicing. We have EduTech Hub NG, EduTech Hub NG. We have Learn Lagos, Learn Lagos Online, Learn Lagos Online. So many of all these things you may have to research, but these ones they employ online teachers. That's what, and each of them they have. I will talk about them. I'll talk about what each of them do. I'll talk about what each of them do briefly, so you know exactly what you're going for. We have classroom.ng. We have in. I'll stop at number 15. We have InShore Tutor. InShore Tutor. InShore Tutor. There are still other ones. There is even Gradely. Gradely is they are quite selective. Gradely.com. Is it .com? Yeah, I think yeah, Gradely.com. So there are a whole lot of them like that. All right. These ones they pay in naira. So I'll quickly talk briefly on each of them, what they focus on. All right. This is verifiable. Teach Nigeria, or let me even start from tutorial. Tutorial they focus on academics, every academics, language, instrument, coding. You understand? Home, online tutoring, and they pay around 3,500 to 12,000 naira per hour, depending on the gig you got from them. All right, depending on the gig that you got from them, tutorial can pay you that much, but it's also quite competitive. It's also quite, so take note of that. That is also quite competitive. You can try it for yourself. Do not be discouraged at any point not to try. Trying is always very, very good, right? Tutorial they pay well, around 3,500 to like 12,000 per hour. Per hour. Then we have yeah. When I say competitive, I'm in their platform. I usually check about online classes. By the time it lands, it just happens to be that someone has actually taken it. It's like you are competing against over 3,000 tutors for some gigs. With the one that really, 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 really match up fast is physical classes, because it has to do with location. So it actually streamlines it down. And tutorial has a very rigid structure. So you can explore that and learn structures from tutorial. Then we have teach.ng. Teach.ng pays between they focus on, they have spelling bees, they do maths and science, they do academics, they even do languages. Like they are gradually going towards languages now, like Yoruba, other Nigerian languages. They pay between 4,000 to 8,000. If you join them at first, they may start with 4,000. Then maybe after like 2 to 3 months, they could start paying you 5,000 per hour. If there will be a need for them to pay you something higher, probably it was negotiated. It's usually 4 to 5,000 naira. It could be something higher though, depending on how you negotiate. But if they open room for you to actually negotiate it, right? So then we have high prep. I don't know why my video is no more on. I'm sorry if we can't see my face. My video is supposed to be on. My video is supposed to be on. My video is supposed to be on, but I don't know why it's not on. I don't know why it's not on. I will have to figure that out right away. Uh I suppose it's supposed to be on, so I'll have to figure that right away. Everybody's supposed to be able to see my face. Okay, yeah. So I want to believe everybody can see my face right away, right here. Yeah, I want to believe everybody can see my face as well. So let's continue. Let's continue. So we have this. I want to believe everybody can see my face already. I believe everybody can see my face. All right. So let's continue. Let's continue. So here we have high prep. High prep, they focus on exam preparations, 11 plus GCSE, SAT exams, remedial tracking, even maths and science. English. They teach English, they teach maths, they teach science, they teach 11 plus SAT exams, GCSE preparations. These are their focus. And they pay around, I don't, I'm not sure of 5,000 though, but no, not 10,000 though. I've not heard of 10,000. There may be some tutors that actually pay 10,000 per hour, but they pay within 5,000 to 10,000 naira, depending on what you're teaching. I think the base one-on-one should be 5,000. Yeah, my experience with them, 5,000. Then it could step up if you teach group classes. It could step up if you teach community classes. It could step up. There are several, and their pay structure could change over time. Actually, so as the economy changes, and there is because they charge in dollars, right? Or some of these companies, they negotiate with their clients in dollars or in pounds. So even if naira rate changes, they would immediately implement it in their price per hour so that teachers can still get the value for what they are being for what they are giving. Then we have class. Prep class, they do home-based virtual clients. Home-based virtual clients. Uh, I've not taught with prep class before. I may still try them out again. I think I've applied to this company before. I may still try them out again. They pay. They may. It may really, 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 really be. They may need strong certification like undergraduate or formal degree. If you've not had a formal degree, you may have it difficult to apply here. There are some of all these companies, they will even ask you for IGCSE. So we're getting to those requirements. That's where the whole thing busts, right? So we have prep class. We have prep class. We have prep class, they pay 50 to 50K to 150K monthly. Monthly, please, not per hour. Monthly. Then we have Sabi Teach. Sabi Teach pays like 3,000 to 7,500. I can't collect anything less than 4,000. So even now, so I can't collect anything less than 5K per hour. That's from companies. I can't collect anything less than 5K. But if you are starting now, you can start with 3K if you want to. But I won't even encourage that. Except they are allowing you to teach with a phone. Maybe if you are starting out with a phone and you don't have a laptop yet, and Sabi Teach allows you to teach with a phone, then 3K per hour could it actually makes sense because if you finally get like 20 hours per week with them, all right, that simply means that you'll be having like three classes every day. Or if it's only Mondays to Fridays that you teach, that'll be like four classes every day on your phone. That will be like 20 hours, and that'll be like 60K per week. So, or 12K per day. And if you check it across the month, let's say, okay, let's just say 20 hours. Oh, okay, let's just say since it's 20 hours per week times 4 weeks is 80 hours, right? 80 hours times 3,000 is 240. For someone that is using phone, and if they will accept you to use phone to teach on Sabi Teach, then why not? You could go on and continue with 3,000, but then you should also start sourcing for your own clients too that will pay you better even when you use a phone, right? There are companies that will pay you better even when you use a phone. Using a phone does not mean that you are like mm, you are minor, that, or like you cannot meet up with expectations. You can do way more even when you are teaching with a phone. All right. Then we have ECR. ECR, they pay within. So most of these companies, I'll just summarize, right? Most of these companies, they will give you a cost per there are actually some that pay way worse. I think you may still find out. I think tutor now they pay really low. Tutor now they pay really low. They pay around that 2,500 to 5,000 naira per hour. You may want to avoid. You may want to avoid. There are some like edutech. Edutech pays around 10,000 to edutech pays around 10K to 25K per hour. But definitely, their requirements before they can technical coding, digital design, project management. These are what they focus on. That's why they can pay that high. Coding, digital design. These are high demand, very high demand skill, obviously. So they need you to understand a whole lot of technical things before you can teach with them. I'm just looking through my list to see if there is anyone that I could still recommend. Okay. Uh if you understand, depending on what, just check them out. Tutor.ng pays with around 6K to 15K per hour. Check them out. Some of them they don't necessarily only focus on maths, English, and science. Some of them they teach technical skills. Some of them they teach. There are several other things that they teach, right? There are several other things that they teach. So you would want to check them out and know exactly what they offer. What they offer is very, 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 very important. Very, 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 very important. So I would be going to my browser now. Yeah, I'll be going to my browser. So this is I'll also be showing you my mail. No, I think I would just prefer to open with a browser that I don't use to do any of these applications. Before you apply, I would advise you to have a professional email. When I mean a professional email, nothing like sexy babe 2026.com at gmail.com or uh Ibadan girl or which other thing, your 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 genius tutor. All of those things are not is not professional. It's not professional at all. It's not professional. Except it's a brand name. And if it's a brand name, it's not you will not use a brand name to apply to companies that owns their brand. That doesn't make sense. So the most advised route to use is to use your first name and your last name. Is to use your first name and your last name. So just a moment, I would want to open the other. I will also want to open this. Just a moment. I want to open this. The reason why I'm opening all of this is so that we can explore some of these things together. We can explore some of these things together right now. So let's quickly go on. This is the email that I use. You can see Raphael Ojekwe. Okay, I don't know if it can zoom this. Probably it cannot. But this is my email, raphaelojekwe@gmail.com, as you can see. Okay, it doesn't even increase that size. Okay, but I actually believe that you can see this for yourself. raphaelojekwe@gmail.com. That's my professional email. And I will just show you the format that I use to apply to teach. And it's a format I use. You can always edit it. I will show you exactly like what I had in my email that facilitated people that facilitated me to get the work, right? If you have other templates different from mine, probably you've had experiences and you've applied, I would appreciate if you share with me directly so I could also share with other people in the platform, all right, or on the WhatsApp group or even on the YouTube channel. So I would really appreciate if you also have your own template. Please do not copy the template like back to back. Do not copy the template back to back. I've had several emails I've sent, so It's going to require me to go really to the extreme down to see all the earlier. Exactly. So this is it. This is the application for, you see, there are several companies I've applied to. I don't even apply to too much companies. Some of these companies, they will have Google form that you fill. And if you actually see a company that has Google form, just Google form alone, you could also explore their email route. Yes, emails are actually very, very strong. When you drop applications via their emails, and also actively search for them on LinkedIn to see if they are recruiting. And sometimes they may not even mention that they are recruiting, but sometimes they just make posts on Facebook, wherever. You can also search using AI mode. Remember that I've taught you AI mode. Search which companies are recruiting now. How best is it to structure my email in for today to actually apply? Now, this is something I'm going to show you that I did last year because that was when I started applying directly via emails to this company. Sometimes I feel note that I've actually started way earlier with tutorial, not via email, on their website. I also did not apply to high prep on via email. So this is just via email format. Some companies you would need to apply directly on their platform, directly on their platform. Take note of that. You will need to apply directly on their platform. And so because of that, it's always very, very important to have so many requirements ready. It's very, very important for you to have so many requirements ready. I'm going to open the very first one that I did. Some of these some of these companies, the email you may see may not even be the official email. That may be the issue. You can see this one was Brint Schools. Brint Schools is also an option. I don't know how receptive they are to get to accept people. But these are some of the things that I mentioned. Note that at this point, I was still teaching in the classroom, and I've also prepared my intro video and my demo video. My intro video and my demo video, right? So I've also prepared that. What I could also help you guys do is for me on the next Saturday live stream, we are going to do a practical intro video and demo video. So if you have idea or you have idea of how to create an intro video and demo video, or you've done one and you want to join me live on my stream, send me a message and I will let you in. I will just share you the link to my Google Meet classroom so that you can join and you can show people how to actually do an actual demo video, right? So it's very, 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 very important. Then even intro video is a freestyle. So I've actually done an intro video before. They will not want you to post it on your branded channel. You can use Loom or you can use like after videoing on your phone, intro video, right? You can also use Zoom. You can also use Zoom via your phone or your laptop. So you use it as Zoom or Loom. Zoom or Loom works, or they work on both laptop and on phones as well, smartphones. So intro video, demo video, then combine clips. Some people they want to see your intro video and your demo lesson together. Some they may specifically require a length. They may ask you 5 minutes or 10 minutes demo video or 15 minutes demo video. Some may even require up to 30 minutes demo video. You can have several of these copies of your demo lessons, right? You can have like the 5 minutes on, the 10 minutes on, the 15 minutes on, the 20 minutes on, the 30 minutes on. In short, for the fact that you have several of those copies with different topics, that would be very good. That would be very good. When you are now adding it to your email, you can just target 5 minutes demo video, 10 minutes demo video, 15 minutes demo video, 20 minutes demo video, 30 minutes, anyone they want to watch, they are free to watch. But when you are doing your demo video and your intro video, when we are talking about it, I'll show you exactly what you need to do. Like you are selling yourself with those two instruments. Very, 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 very important. Then it has to be well structured. As you can see this, I don't know why this I want to share back my screen, but it's kind of not responding. Okay, it's responding right now. Responding right now. Let me switch back to, let me know if you all can see my screen. I'm writing to express. You see, I detailed it according to them. This one self, it was just the starting out. So this was the very first email. So I did it way better as time went on. I did way better. I attached my LinkedIn profile. All right. I attached my LinkedIn profile. I attached my phone number, my email, the location. This time, I've gotten some professional certifications just to boost my attraction to them, so that they will be attracted to what I can do, right? And so you can take a screenshot if you want to, just to help you uh, know how you are going to figure yours. There's the entire body for the first one. Note that it cannot be the exact same thing. You should improve on it, definitely. You should improve on it. This is just a template. Don't be a copy and paste person. Don't be doing copy and paste. Copy and paste is for lazy people. When you do copy and paste, it's laziness. What you have to do is you have to critically structure your killer, your killer email, your killer email. Of course, AI is a good assistant. AI can help you. And you know when you read it, if somebody was to be applying to your company, you put yourself in their shoes. If you were to own a company and you are applying to them, and so if there's so many information you may need to provide AI, maybe your CV, a well-structured CV. Probably I will teach how to have a very good CV. So just be preparing your mind. In a couple of weeks' time, you may have already gotten all the materials you need to start applying. All right. I would also mention some requirements like gadget wise and all of that that I had at the time when I was applying to this. I don't want to spend so much time on this. I want us to focus more on other. I want us to see more copies. All right. So look at this. This is similar. The only difference now is that I added my CV right here. I added my CV right here. And this was a digital CV. The one that if they open, they can just click and get to my LinkedIn. Can just click and get to my email. Yeah, so I had my intro video demo. The same thing. I just restructured it again to the organization. Which organization was this? Okay, still the same print. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back again. I they had like two emails, I guess. Then this Giant Stride. You can try Giant Stride. Giant Stride EduTech. They may give you a try. They may give you a try. You can try Giant Stride. I had several attachments based on what they required, right? So I had like I had like my international passport I included. I added my CV. I added a certificate of the refined educator. I added there is this free English test certification that you can get. FSET is free, just like TEFL. I'll probably talk about TEFL some other time. You see, there are a whole lot of things to know in education, and there are always newer things to get introduced to. So the earlier you start adapting to what is new and upgrading yourself faster, the better it is that you are going to be on top of the educational field. Then we have special needs. This one is a training. I did a whole lot of training at the beginning of 2025. So that was like the preparation phase. Even if I was already teaching online from 2024, towards the end of 2024, I started teaching online, and it's like 2 years now. I'm teaching online, 2 active years, 2 years plus now. I've been teaching online. Uh, I already had this experience, right? So I also had this professional certification that I had. I just applied the one that mattered. I had more than that. I had way more than that. I have over 14 certifications. professional certification, over 14 of it. I had this staff award just to show that, okay. But did they later give in? Not really, they didn't. They didn't give in. So even with all, no matter how well structured your CV is, they may not see it. It may get lost in their email field and all of that. Sometimes you may even need to call them directly. Don't be scared to get their phone number and contact them directly. Yes. You just to tell them, okay, you've emailed them. Well, contact them directly is tricky because you don't know how many calls they are receiving. But if they are able to pick your call, of course, hello, madam, or hello, sir, good afternoon, or good day, or good morning, depending on when you called. Thanks for picking my call at this time of the day. I wanted to iterate to you that I had an email I sent about 2 days ago. Just wanted to do a follow up to know if something like that, to know if you received it or something. And sometimes the applications could also happen on WhatsApp, depending. So, depending on the company, right? You may have to still do further research beyond what I'm giving right here. This is um this is contact us at Technics Academy. Technics Academy. When I got to know about Technics Academy, is like a UK. I think they're more like UK. It's a bit tricky. Uh, they're more like a UK brand. So I was just trying to give in. I try my best, of course, and not limit myself to say, okay, this is the only way I can get it. Of course not. Even if I don't, let's say I applied to a company in 2025, it doesn't pull through. I can try again in 2026. I can try again in 2027. Do you understand? It, that's the same way people do when they are targeting a big school in Lagos. They keep trying again. They keep trying again. They keep trying again. And you don't just try to one, you try to many. You spread your tentacles across several platforms because that's the way you can be able to get responses. Let me even see. There's something that say, okay, I don't always see it too well, probably because what do these sites do? Yeah, like I said, these sites are teaching sites. If you join us at the beginning, teaching sites that you can apply as an online teacher. They pay per hour, it's hourly pay. So there are some companies that will tell you it's monthly pay. When they don't tell you per hour. Teach this child for this month, you get paid this amount. And that will be an agreement for the longest of time possible. So sometimes it's monthly pay, sometimes it's hourly pay. I have somewhere that pays, they don't pay per hour, they pay per month. Do you understand? But the majority of it is per hour. It's always good to know your, because if you charge, this is the truth. If you charge per month, I'll probably have to talk about pricing another day. If you charge per month, that's how they will just they'll just overload you. Just overload you. On I talked a bit about it during the very first live stream. So you can go watch if you've not watched the first last 3 Saturdays or 2 Saturdays like that. You may want to check it out. So this is, and I did an additional thing. I added my portfolio. Look at this. I'll probably have to open this in a new tab. I added my portfolio that period. I kind of a summary of what continue to destination. Kind of a summary of what I don't know if it's even still existing, if the link is still valid. Okay, it's still valid. It's still valid. The link is still valid. It's opening up because they're supposed to be able to easily view my portfolio anytime. Note that this was last year. I sent this application, so I could still send this here again if I want to. Yeah, I could make my own research and send. I'm I cannot stop applying even if I get more students. The reason why is there is always room to expand. There's always room to expand and get paid way higher. All right, and get paid way higher. So this is more like, so if you've gotten Canva Pro, you want to add up brand kit. So by the time I teach you how to use Canva, you'll probably be able to know how to make use of it. You probably know how to make use of this. Note all of these images I went for a photo shoot and I got these photos. That was how I got some of these photos. Why some of them are actually natural photos? Like they are all natural though. It's just that if you're using Canva Pro, you can easily remove the background. You can even further edit it and make it come out. And even this photo, you can actually take it in your house with a good phone, maybe an iPhone, a Samsung, a clear phone though. You snap it and it's sharp. It's sharp. Portrait, both portrait and landscape, depending on the setting. You can set a table and all. You do just like the way you do in a photo shoot, but with a white background. And you may get to your school. Maybe your school is way finer. The school where you work in is probably way finer than where you would have set up at home. I'm just saying. It depends. Of course, you know your workplace better than I do. So if it's way finer, it has better intrigues and all of that. It can be something that you can use to create a professional photo shoot. Then after snapping, it's easy for you to remove the plain white background, and add your own preferred background and portrait. That is what you can now do and edit on Canva. So you see, these were like my portfolio. Do you understand? This is like my digital portfolio, which I can update anytime, any day, anytime, any day. All right. I had up to note that your portfolio does not end. Of course, my LinkedIn, my email, like my email address, my phone number, all of these were here. You see, I prepared all of this ahead. Ahead, yes. So if you notice when I started applying, I prepared my intro video ahead. I prepared my demo video ahead. I edited it, like I combined it using CapCut. I combined the video together using CapCut, so it becomes one video. I also created my portfolio ahead, like this Canva slides ahead. And there are several other things that you can also do, like trainings. You can do trainings ahead. So some of you may be learning this and you are probably not going to. Let me tell you, there are some things I learned last year that I did not use exactly immediately. And even if I used immediately, it was not really perfect. It did not stop me. I kept on doing it until I started gaining perfection in it, right? So that's also how it works right here. Don't get discouraged at any point. Don't get discouraged at any point. If you have any questions, you can always drop it in the chat. I've been waiting for response in the chat so that I know exactly what I'm responding to. Then this is the last I will show us. Okay, I've shown you guys techniques. So this is teach. Yeah. This is teach. Yeah. So you see, I sent them an email. Teach Nigeria, right? Teach Nigeria at gmail.com. I structure is the same thing, the same format, the same format. They were the first people that reached out to me and gave me a yes. So no, not really. Yeah, yeah, they were the first. Tutorial actually kind of my plan my profile was already set up, but they took some quite a long time to approve my video. So which meaning that if I want to change the video now, it's still going to take quite a long time again. I don't know how that process is going to be like. So why things are getting better in the online space, they were the ones that gave me a yes, the first yes. Are they the ones that I have more clients with? Not really. I actually have more clients with another brand, but they were the ones that gave me a yes for the first time. And like this was their response. Hello, Mr. Raphael, thank you for your email, blah 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 blah. And they sent me a WhatsApp group. I joined, and after a while, they conducted an actual live Zoom intro and demo section. After they gave me some videos to watch, on how they run their things and the tools I can even use. Yeah, I learned from them too, and I also learned beyond the platform too. I learned from other platforms too. So training is not negotiable. You want a place that can train as well because you want to get better. So that is everything about emails. I believe you have actually seen what I did last year. If I'm going to do it this year, it's going to be really, really, really astounding. It cannot be exactly like this. It's going to be way better than this, definitely. Like I'm going to add a touch. I would literally redo an intro video because I'm no more the same person that I was last year. Last 2 years was not better than my last year. Last year was better than last 2 years. And this year I'm better than what I was last year. So I'm getting better every day. I'm getting better every day. So what if I'm to restructure, if I'm to do this email now, oh my goodness, it's gonna be killing. It's gonna be a killer email. It's gonna be a killer email. It's going to be enticing. Like it's going to really be a strong hook. Do you understand? Yeah. Uh Mr. J Matt, where can someone get information about those companies? Yes, those companies is easy to search. Let's even go ahead and search them. Let's go ahead and search them, all right? Let's go ahead and search them. I don't know why I can't say it's very easy. It's very, very easy to apply. We can just search, just go on your browser and search. It's not difficult. It's not difficult. In short, for a fact, I'll just search it right here now. I'll just say it right here now. AI mode. Let me just say I want to apply. Let's just say okay. I want to apply to okay. Let me say oh, this is not responding again. I don't know why. Okay, it's responding. Why? What is going on? Okay, I can't type. Interesting. Okay, let me just search. Let's say I want to apply to to come to online tutoring companies. I want to apply to online tutoring companies that that support recruitment of maths, languages, science, coding tutors. All right. And if this is what I just added, all I just have to do, I go back right here. Let me zoom out and s- screenshot this. You do you understand? I will still add note that I did not even add I did not even add let me add greatly. Is no greatly is already here. Giant stride and brain schools. I don't really know how well like they are right now. But you can try giant stride, and what's the name of that last one? Giant stride and brain schools. Yeah, so you can try it out. So I'll just screenshot this. All right, I'll just screenshot this, and I want to use the image. Yeah, I want to use the image. So let's get back to what we were doing right here. Uh, okay, I'll just search. I will impute it right. I will impute it again. So it will give you some, it will give you some, but they are not like they may not give you exactly what your focus is. So I will just put the image. All right, I will just put the image and I'll be like, these are my focus. These are my focus. These are my focus. And it's going to reach you what it's there. And it said this is like an excellent comprehensive roadmap of the Nigerian online and hybrid tutoring ecosystem based on the hourly and monthly earnings we have mapped out. You can group and prioritize your applications strategically to lock in the highest paying client first. So you see this edutech, well, so you now know what you are going for. But whatever, after they finally arranged it, you now, so you are like, okay, tell me step by step on how to apply to each of these platforms. Note, I could also use all right. So I will just add it here. Note that I'm adding it here not to paste it again. I want to just copy it at once and I will go to Claude. I will go to Claude AI. Let's just have let's just have a view of Claude's one. So you see, I'm using both AI mode and Claude. All right, and I will be concluding this section soon. Probably in the final 30 minutes, I would share my phone. My phone screen is still even shared. It's just that I lowered it. So we're coming back to that. So let's quickly get right here. Right, I pasted that. So and let me add the image. Okay, so this is the image right here. Great. So if you even if you screenshotted it, right, you can also still add it from right here without copying and paste. It's just that right here it saves whatever I've screenshotted. You can add from files or photos from your gallery. You are using a phone on cloud, right? We are using a phone on cloud. Some of these things, some of us are using our phones to try it out, which that is the reason why we consistently start sharing my phone screen. So that anytime I need to show something on my phone, I'll just easily switch to my phone. So you will see that this thing is actually very, 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 very possible, right? So if you have questions, you can ask. You can always drop it. You can ask as we do it. So let me quickly put this in and let's see what so it's searching now and it's going to give us some responses. It's going to give us some responses. You see, a lot of people, if you notice, so many of the things I've been doing is AI infused and it's super professional. How you use it is what matters. How you view AI is your perception. And nobody really cares like about like they will use it regardless and it's going to become a widely used tool. So by the time you finally adapt, there was a time smartphones came out, people did not really adapt. Even till now, some people don't have smartphones. Aside from the economy, you know, some people may not really see the need of it. At some point, even internet, some people don't really see the need of having internet or enough internet. Do you understand? So some of all these things are what people usually look at. Have ready. So can you see the step by step? Pay attention because this is very, 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 very important. So you will not say that you did not know. I would you I would create this probably as a post, like I don't know. But look at you need to prepare your documents like your CV, your valid ID card, international passport, driver's license, or NIN. You need to have your degrees and certificates scanned. You need to have a passport photo. All right. All of these things, I have it as credential in my Google Drive. If you don't know how to use Google Drive by now, I may probably create a video on that. You should be able to know how to use Google Drive or OneDrive by now. Yeah. But if you don't know, well, if you don't know how to use it, it's still not a crime. That is the reason for this training. I could create a separate video on that, but definitely I will not do that on the live stream. There are more things to discuss, but I will do a separate video on how to use all of those. Your bank account details. Your bank account details, right? You need to know what, of course, you will not use, you have a Naira account. You will not use OPay, you use a commercial bank. You need to have a teaching certificate, either TFL or even if you don't have a teaching certificate, you should have a certificate that is what usually drops some people. If you don't have a teaching certificate, some companies will not pick you. That's the problem. Literally, that was the problem. Personally, I don't even have a teaching certificate like TCRCN, that is license. All right. So I have my degree, I have every other thing. I have some recommended certifications like the FSET I showed you. TEFL is also even a teaching certificate, although I didn't have it at the time, but TEFL is even a teaching certificate, right? So you can even have TEFL. And English tutors are highly in demand. English and other languages, they are in high demand. You can't imagine how needed this subject is. I think that even maths and science is also hot cake. Coding is also hot cake. But when I say English, English is needed. Like so many, you have a wide pool to apply to. You have a wide pool to apply to, and if you are super active, well, I don't know how whether you are a male or a female, you'll be able to survive with any subject. English, math, science. It all depends on how you position yourself. Then you also need your, of course, your testimonials that people have passed. So testimonials are very important. Oh, save testimonials. Oh, when you get results from students as you time goes on, studying student, and they give you feedback and all of that, screenshots of it and all of those, tagging it with your name and all of that can help save you in the long run. So when you are even applying, you have a stronger hit on them. You know, there's a difference between when you apply to a company the first time they did not accept you and when you apply the second time. There's a difference. So you cannot apply the second time the same way you applied in the first time. No. The next one is nearly every platform has a dedicated tutor sign up page separate from the student side. So you always want to search. You always want to search. Let me show you something like that. If I go to high prep now, high prep, you can see. Let me just go to highpreponline.com. Let me just go to that one. If you want to start with high prep right now, right? All I just do is right here, you can see product, parents for tutors, company story for user stories for parents for tutors, and all of that. What I do once I open a website, I scroll to the very last part of the website. They even put, you can see the learning options. They even put their prices right here. All right. If you want exclusive, one teacher, one child, $50 per month. Can someone calculate $50? So for some of you, now you are probably thinking that these people they charge too much. You can see this is for one weekly section, meaning that per section is 12.5. I think that's like the standard. So I'm even surprised. Like, yeah, 12.5 seems to be like the standard. $10, $12.5. It shows some people charge 12.5 pounds. But this is their standard for 1 hour in a week. So they make $12.5. You can be calculating that in your head. That can be that can be like 15,000, not even not more than 15,000. It can be around 15,000 to 18,000. So they pay you 5K per hour or something. And they also have administrative they pay. And of course, they need to have income for themselves they need to also have money to cover the advert fees and all of that. So administrative fees is a lot. They need to cover those administrative fees, and they need to make income for themselves. As much as you do make income, if you are going to make 5K, they should make 5K or more than 5K per hour, because they have other things they need to do. They are also going to invest back into the business. And if you're not fine with it, you can move on. But for someone that is starting out, 5K per hour is not too small for you. Why not? You can start. So you scroll down, you also, this is why I scroll down, because you see a whole lot of information. This is their email, as you can see, info@ipreponline.com. This is for parents, for tutors, and this contact also, like, one email. So if I just click for tutors right here, it's going to open this right here for me. Apply to become a tutor. This is for high prep. Apply to become a tutor, and right here, if I click apply to become a tutor, note that this I already have an account with them. So this is it. You just select tutor, continue, and right here they will tell you to create an account. You create an account. Once you create an account with them, you start your application process. So I wish you all good luck. You can try high prep online tutoring. You can also try teach. All right, you can try teach. You can try teach. All right. You can try, let's see. You can try teach. Okay, it seems teach.ng is under maintenance. Let's see. Or is it that I went to a wrong website? Let's see. Okay, probably it's under maintenance. Okay, you can also try tutorial. I'm searching all of these based on tutorial. I'll just search it. Become a tutor and earn money. Become a tutor and earn. That's just it. Become a tutor and earn. So you see, you can actually start. Okay, become, yeah. So open and search. Check the website. If you don't navigate this website, you will not really understand what is going on. Let me tutorial tutor application. I don't really like, you have to open it. Enter your email address. When you enter, they send you login code. I think this is more like, let me try another one. Tutorial. Let me see if it's the same thing. Okay, probably the same thing. Let me try the other one. Straight up here, apply as a tutor. Can you see? It's free. Be specific when you're asking questions. Apply as a tutor. It's free. You can apply. All right. You can see they are well structured, right? They are well structured. So you can make you can start your application any day. Once you are done, they will give you tests. These people, they usually give tests too. They will test you in maths. They will test you if you apply for maths. You can apply for up to 10 subjects, but in the same one profile, in the same one profile. So they will give you a test parts each subject that you apply for. You don't need to do all so many subjects, but doing so many subjects makes them to always reach out to you. They've reached out to me too on two different occasions, though I wasn't available, unfortunately. So you can check them out and see what it is. Let me also check the Gradely. We just search Gradely right here now. Gradely. All right, you see gradely.co. You can easily search Gradely and see what it is right here. I'm seeing parents. I'm seeing you can see what they do. I'm seeing teach. Okay, let me just scroll right to the down part of the website. Let me scroll to the down part of the website. Oh, Deborah from Oshogbo, you're highly welcome. You're highly welcome. You're highly welcome, right? You're highly welcome. Um, I hope everybody is gaining value from this. If you've not liked the video, please kindly like. You are still live here. It's going to be a great deal for you to like the video. Thank you very much. If you've liked it, thank you very, very much for liking the video. And while you are leaving this, what will bring more people right here to gain from the same content is when you share to them. That's the way to celebrate teachers and encourage them. I'm encouraging you to do better can encourage me to also do better. I would really, really appreciate that. You can see math tutor, English tutor, science tutor. I'm just checking if there is a way to apply. You see, some people some of them they may not really have a direct way to apply to them. What you can also do is you can I'm just okay. You can contact them. They have their UK phone number. Does it mean that they are not in Nigeria? In Nigeria, some of them they usually get a UK number so that it's easier for them to call their clients in the UK direct call. That means they are going to load line on it, like direct call, all right. Aside from WhatsApp call, they can call direct call. That's the reason for that. Or people in the UK, they want to directly contact them, they can easily contact them via their UK number. This they have targeted audience. They won't have audiences in the UK. Then this is their email. This is their office. You see, they even have an office in London. So it's not a small brand, as you can see. It's not a small brand at all. They have an office in London. They also have an office in Nigeria, here, Yaba. So Grady is big. They've celebrated 5 years plus already. They are over 5 years now. They are 5 years and some months. So Grady is big. Grady is big. High prep is probably even in the top five, even in the top. Yes, well structured. So let's even search for more. Does it mean that well structured translates to super high payment? Of course not, but you are guaranteed that these companies will not use you without paying you for what you did for your services. Let me check prep class. Let me check prep class and even to say there are several of them. It's so much. You just have to gradually deal with them one by one. You just have to deal with them one by one. So why I'm showing you the Nigerian one, note I'm going to quickly show you the one that pays in dollars. The one that pays in dollars. So I'll just list them right here on the OneNote so that you see all of them at once. All right, so this is a prep class. Become a tutor. You see, if you just click on that now, you can easily become a tutor. So you see, I've actually shown you live now. I've shown you high prep. I've shown you stereo. I've shown you greatly. I've shown you this prep class, and I'm showing you right here. So I think I've tried from showing you for live uh, right here from 15. It's up to you to try all the 15 I've given for Nigerians. If you're the ones that are guaranteed to pay that amount that you're looking for, tutor login. So teach what you love, select title, enter your first name. By registering, you agree. Okay, so become a prep class home tutor today. Okay, seems these people they are majorly for home tutoring. They may also have home online. Do you understand? Home online tutor. So you can research more about them and be sure that yeah, I'm sure they have online gigs here. They have online gigs. If they don't, yeah, they have online gigs. They have online gigs, so you can research on them, right? Because even when they call home tutor, even when they call it home tutor, it doesn't mean that they don't have, just like tutorial. Tutorial, they also have home tutor. The only thing that they did not separate it from each brand. They did not separate it. They just it's in the same branding. Unlike Green Zone they have Green Zone is also another place. GLS, George Learning Space is also another one. Green Zone Academy. Green Zone Academy, they have their physical school, they have their online company, they have their online teaching company, they have their home tutors company as well. So you see, they have like their brand is individual. Is like a group of company, but it's running as well, like more like individual. They have each of them have their website. So that's like really, really, really well structured, right? So you can search more on this. I want to quickly go right here and mention the one that pays in dollars quickly. So I ensure that we gain a whole lot for our time. All right. I want to ensure that we gain a whole lot for our time. So these are the ones that earn in dollars. These are the ones that earn in dollars here. Let's look at that. I have there are a whole lot. There are a whole lot. So let's look at those ones that they pay in dollars, right? So these ones they pay in foreign. I'll just list it in foreign currencies. So in foreign currencies, if you are going to apply as an English tutor, a lot of these companies are going to really favor you. Does it mean that they will not favor math teachers and all of that? Of course they will. But a very good certificate to have, a very good certificate to have, to to have strong to have strong impression with these companies or students that will find, because some of them they don't give students, they allow you create profiles. Students come and search for you. So the competition is really there, all right? So number one is Preply. Prayers too could help, pray as well, so that you will be able to get students. Students will see your intro video and just love it. You understand? We have Italki. We have Cambly. We have Cambly. We have Cambly. We have Super Prof. Super Prof Global. Super Prof Global. We have Check Tutors. We have Check Tutors. We have Check Tutors. We have Fiverr. Fiverr, this one is more of you are all people are going to look for you. It's like tutoring gigs. You can also put yourself out on Fiverr. Tutoring people are going to search for you for your profile. So if you can be able to dedicate like a month or two or even 3 months to set up so many things you need so that when you are applying, you'll be hitting them like bomb. You understand? You'll be bumping these companies. You have enough time to do that. You have enough time to that. Every time you finish from work, you can apply to two, three companies that evening. All right. It's always good that you consider that. Then we have Twinix. Twinix. Twinix is where you can also apply. We have Lingoda. We have Open English. Open English. English is what sells mostly with some of these platforms. English is what some of these platforms that pays in dollars because they can get clients across the world. We have Vablin, we have Teacher On, we have Palfish, Palfish. I'm just going to keep mentioning them. We have Cafe Talk. We have Cafe Talk. Then some of the names are very, very funny. We have Cafe Talk, we have Engo, and we have Engo, and we have Amazing Talker. So there are a whole lot of them. It doesn't mean that all of them are really what you want to, but most of them they pay around the least you may see is $8. That may be the least you see. $8 to as high as depending depending. You could really get highly paid on Fiverr. So it could really be between $8. Could it be less than that? How much is $7? $7 is like okay, $8 times, let's say times 1,300 is less than 13,000, right? Because $10 is 13,000. So give or take, it's more like 10,000 naira for $8. So you may be making between $7. Let me not make it $8. $7 to as high as $50. This $50 is applicable if you are listing yourself on Fiverr. You may see somebody, of course, didn't we just see a company that listed $50 hyper? There are several other companies that charge higher for once in a week. And if you check $50, if $10 is 13,000 or more, it could be around 14,000. Sir. But let's even say it's 13,000. That will be around 65K. Is it not? 65,000, which is decent for once in a week. Now that all depends on how you negotiate. Some people charge. Some people charge. This is hello. This is per hour. Oh. This is per hour. Oh. Mm-hmm. Per hour. I'm talking about per hour. Oh. That one that I saw on HypeRep is even cheaper. Is per month that I saw on Hype. This one is per hour. So you can make this per hour. That means you can make 65,000 naira per hour. You can make 13,000 naira, 10,000 naira per hour. Yes. Mostly it's English that will sell. So if you can structure yourself, get the certificates you need gradually. Of course, you start from somewhere. You may not start pushing for this dollar people own. You can be pushing for Nigerians first and make the money. All right. When you make the money in the next 1 year or 2 years, then your savings you'll be able to at least get some things you need to now kickstart with the one that is foreign currencies, the one that you can now make 30K per hour, 20K per hour, 50,000, 80,000 per hour. And you can make a lot of money per hour. So it all depends on where you are right now. All right. It all depends on where you are right now. It all depends on where you are right now. Thank you, Okoro, for joining in. Okoro Juliet from Delta State. Well done. I hope you referred somebody to us today. If you have a teacher or you have a WhatsApp group, sharing this whenever we want to go live will also help. Whenever we want to go live and the link is right there, we just forward to a group, somebody can join from there. That will be helpful because that person would also be able to join us and learn something. That's where the multiplier is. So I hope we're able to gain something. I want to go back to sharing my phone screen. I want to believe we actually got something. I'm really excited about how this night went. Okay, I'm really excited about how this evening went. But if we gain something, can we let it out? Let me know that we gained something. Let me know that we gained something, right? Let me know that we gained something. So I'm sharing my phone screen now. I'm sharing my phone screen now. I want to do more like what to do. So let me know if you are seeing my phone screen already. I want to join a class, my normal Google Meet class. Because some people are like, okay, on Zoom. Well, even Zoom, I think I will just do Zoom and Google Meet. Yes. So I want to believe everybody will gain something from this that I'm going to show right here. Let me know if you are seeing my phone screen. I would also allow this to be on rotatable and I would put on do not disturb. I don't want people to be sending me notifications and I will make this auto and let's see how we can do with this. So I believe you can see my screen. It's quite clear, right? So let's quickly get on to, let me join Zoom. Zoom, I stopped paying for it for a while now. I use, hmm, continue with, continue with Google. Uh, I don't have, I'm even logged in. I'm logged in. Probably I logged out for some reason or something. Maybe I won't create some catch. Okay, so we are back in. So let's see what it is. You see, I'm sharing my screen and you see it's working, right? It's working fine. So let me launch Zoom. Let me Unfortunately, I couldn't get back my phone screen to come. Something happened with my internet, and I've been trying to get back on it. I've been trying to get back on it. I've been unable to. Let me see what I can do about it right away. Let me see what I can do. Right. I've been trying to get back on it, and my in something happened to the internet and all of that. I just was trying to get back on the whole thing. So I hope that we are still here. So sorry about that. So let's see what we can do. See what we can do. Yeah, let's just see what we can do. I still wanted to show my screen on uh Zoom. For those that wanted to see Zoom, I don't know what person that asked me that question, how to share their screen on Zoom. I think I will be ending the stream right here. We'll probably continue in the next live stream. Hopefully, we are going to be able to do more in the next live stream. I hope we all gained from today's live stream. Thank you very, very much for joining. Thank you very, very much for joining. Thank you very, very much for joining. I will definitely be able to figure that out, and we're going to do it again on Thursday. Please, I really apologize for anything that has happened towards the end of the stream, and we look for a much more productive stream definitely on Thursday. Thank you very, very much. Take care. Do have a lovely day, and bye for now.